everybody, my name is Maria and I'm with the justbelieveproject.co.uk. Welcome to my new video. This is episode 4 of the self-realization series, and we're going to be talking about self-love and self-acceptance. Before we go into that, can you please remember to subscribe my channel, hit the below button and give me a thumbs up if you do resonate with the content of this video. Also check out my blog on www.justbelieveproject.co.uk and find us under the same name on Facebook and Instagram. Just a quick note that my new book, Illusion, has now been published and it's available on Amazon as an ebook. I will put the link in the description if you would like to have a look, and I hope you enjoy it. Alright, okay, so let's talk about self-love. Okay, self-love is a big thing for most people, and it's probably one of the most difficult things to achieve. So I'm going to talk about my own experience, okay, because I think it will be better to for you to understand how it happened and how I understood who I am and how I could love myself. Okay, so for a long time, for many years, I couldn't accept myself. I couldn't love myself. It's just I just didn't have it in me, and I thought it would never be possible. I was constantly comparing myself to other people, my body, my age, my appearance, my thoughts, my work, everything was a basis for comparison. And of course, it was always like a competition. I always felt like I failed on some level, and I just couldn't love myself. And I know that a lot of people struggle with that. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day who said, she said, I know that it's so important to love myself, and she looked at her body and she said, how can I love myself? And it kind of hit me that this is a big thing for a lot of people. It's a big thing that we keep identifying ourselves with our bodies, and we keep identifying ourselves with our personalities and our thoughts, and that's all on the domain of the ego. And if we keep doing that, of course we'll never love ourselves, because we're loving something that is not real, that will eventually die off, and it has no consistency, it has no truth to it. So it's impossible to try and love yourself when you think of yourself as the ego. Okay, that will never work. So I want to talk to you about my experience, how I got to loving myself the way I do at the moment. And trust me, I'm not 100% yet. There's still so much to accept and so much to love, but I'm not having that problem of oh, I cannot accept myself, or I cannot love myself. I don't have it anymore, and I had it for so many years, and it was so difficult. I started understanding that first, I'm not my body, and I'm not my thoughts, I'm not my personality, and my interactions with other people and all of that, it's all to do with the ego. It's all to do with part of myself that it's not real, that it has no truth to it. Okay, it's all it's not eternal. It's my body will eventually die, my cells are constantly dying, my personality changes according to my environment, to my experiences. So none of that was actually true. And I realized that intellectually, because I think that when you're in the self-realization path, you start with a lot of things intellectual, with the intellectual knowledge, before you can actually feel inside your heart and understanding inside your heart. So I started with the intellectual knowledge, and I realized that there is no way that my ego is going to be content, no matter how good I look, no matter how good words I say, no matter how much money I make or not. It doesn't matter, I will never win. Okay, so I realized that I can't fight my ego, because it's like we discussed in the meditation episode. Like when you're trying to meditate and you fight your thoughts, you make it worse. You make the thoughts a lot more intense, because you're fighting it, you're acknowledging it as being truth. So I stopped fighting my ego. I started observing it, and I've started accepting it as it is. I stopped trying to change it. I stopped trying to change my appearance. I stopped trying to change, I don't know, anything that I wasn't accepting. But I started accepting things for what they are. Things are what they are. Period. They are what they are. And although we live in a 3D universe, in a physical universe, things are still just what they are, okay? What gives them meaning is our own perception, is our own observation of things, and then we make things something that they're not really. Okay, a situation is just a situation, an experience is just an experience. It isn't bad or good, it's just an experience. A body isn't pretty or ugly, it's just a body, because my view of what is beautiful and your view of what is beautiful are going to be different, completely different. So a body is just a body. It isn't beautiful or it isn't ugly, it's just a body. It is what it is. So I started accepting everything. I started accepting my thoughts, and some of them are not very good, but instead of fighting them, instead of beating myself up for having a bad thought, I'd say, you know what, I see you, I know that you're there, and I accept you. It is what it is, and I just let you go. So I went through a phase of acceptance, and you can call it radical acceptance, and I think I've heard this somewhere before, this expression, radical acceptance. But it is what I did. I went through this phase of radical acceptance, and I accepted everything, and it went way beyond my body, it went way beyond my thoughts, it went way beyond anything. I accepted everything. And even when I was feeling, even my feelings, yeah, so even when I was feeling in a bad state, because nothing is bad or good, it's just a state, it's just a feeling, okay? It's not a bad feeling, it's happening because it's happening, it just is. So for example, when I was feeling, I had moments where I was feeling so anxious, so afraid and so anxious, and instead of distracting myself, I sat with it. I sat with the feeling. I went through it. I felt it until I had no more strength to feel it, and I accepted it, and I didn't fight it in any way. And I realized that the more I accepted my feelings, the more they just pass through, and the less impact they made on me. And I started seeing everything as just what it is. I tend not to go with the story of the ego. Oh, I'm feeling like this because this happened and such did so and so. I stopped doing that. I'm feeling like this, I'm feeling anxious, I sit with myself and I accept it. I just feel it. I don't fight it. I just feel the feeling, and I stop the chatter. I stop the story behind what I'm feeling, and I feel that this radical acceptance of myself, of everything that is happening, has given me a sense of true self-love, because I do accept everything about me. Everything. It doesn't matter what other people think, it doesn't matter what other people say. I accept me, and that, my friend, that is proper self-love. That is proper love, is just the acceptance. So I would say self-acceptance is self-love, but try it for yourself. Try it for yourself, but always keep in mind that you are accepting the manifestation on the physical plane, but you understand that you are a lot more than the physical manifestation. Okay, you're just accepting that life is flowing through you and giving you these experiences just for the experience. There is no bad, there is no good, there is no wrong, there is no right. It's just what it is. But in the end of the day, you are infinite, and this is just a moment in eternity. So don't stress about it. Accept what is. Stop fighting. Okay. We will talk more on the next episode. Please give it a thought about what I just said. Investigate for yourself. Accept everything. Stop fighting. When we fight, we resist, we cause problems, and we don't allow the flow of life, the flow of energy to run through us and show us the way, basically. So yeah, think about it, and I'd like to hear from you. Leave me your thoughts. Just contact me, and I'll see you on the next episode. Until then, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel, and look me up on Facebook and Instagram and my blog as well. Okay, have a wonderful day. See you next time.